I don't disagree. I'm gonna pick up on it, Ben. I'm gonna respond to Ben's team, and I'm gonna pile on because here's the deal. You need an engine. You need an engine. This is where we're at, folks. We life moves forward, but it moves with cyclicality. Some people say history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. I don't know. I think it mostly repeats. And here's the deal. When you see what's happening in social media today, it's the same as what's going on in the streaming wars, where every brand wanted to go direct. So they all started their streaming services. And now what do you get? You get bundles. When I was growing up, Ben, we had a bundle. It was called Cablevision, right? It was every channel you wanted in a box. Now you can subscribe to 5,000 independent journalists. You could subscribe to, frankly, whoever you think represents, at least entertains or represents your viewpoints on whatever social media platform you want. I think we're going to have to go through some pain until we come out the other side. And right now, what I can tell you is the last few weeks, the amount of garbage that is being put out in the world, which is there's the kind of the just asking questions crowd. There's the conspiracy theories, which they're fun. I like a good conspiracy too. Isn't it always interesting to think maybe this isn't what it seems? You actually feel a little smart. You feel a little countercultural, feel a little revolutionary. At the end of the day, I think there is going to be a flight towards quality. It's what you're talking about. It's why if you're in tech, you read Packy McCormick, right? You read Not Boring. It is these long breakdowns of incredible depth of insight into how a business works. Because at the end of the day, you want to understand something. You don't just want to fill your brain with gobbledygook mush that makes you into a nonsense goblin, right? You read Lenny Rachitsky because you want to understand how great products are built and what go to the people behind these great ideas. I think the same is going to be true in the news media. I am the first person to say mainstream media needed a reckoning. They got dumb, fat, boring, and lazy. They thought they could just shove crap down people's throats and that people would take their insight because of who was saying it. I think social media has democratized who's able to put information out in the world. That should be sharpening reporters' games. They should understand they need to compete for attention. But in the long run, and I do believe this, even though we're going through pain right now, in the long run, I believe that a well-educated citizenry is essential to the functioning of a state, and people want to understand what's going on. So they're going to go the places that give them the best chance to do that. So when I started, you need an engine. If you're out there building, if you're out there trying to build a name for yourself, if you're out there trying to communicate your story, it is not enough to post one tweet or one video or one commercial and walk away. You need a consistent machine that puts out well-informed, insightful content that people want to consume. I'm not saying you got to post on LinkedIn. I'm not saying you got to post on X. But whatever you put out in the world, you need to establish that regular cadence of information, that regular cadence of trust that brings you closer to the people who need to hear your message. So I'm with you, Ben. A good conspiracy is short-term entertaining, but it is a hollow diet. And let's hope that the folks who want to put out high-quality information are able to do it, and they're able to do it consistently.
Heard it here first, guys. Leak from Noah Scheinbaum's private diary. Leak about his thoughts on technology. So check it out here immediately before the leak is taken down.
God help anybody reading my private diary. All right, that's it for today, everyone.